Welcome to our in-depth analysis of YYAI, the AI AIRWA Inc. stock that's been making waves for its extreme technical setup. As of the latest close, YYAI sits at $1.30, a far cry from its 52-week high of $274.50. With a technical score of 75, the stock demonstrates moderate technical strength, but its journey has been anything but stable. In this video, we'll break down the key technicals, explore the risks and rewards, and help you understand what's really happening beneath the surface. Let's start by setting the stage with an overview of the current trend and what it means for investors. YYAI's risk thermometer paints a complex picture. The stock's beta is 0.632, which means it's less volatile than the overall market. However, the risk-reward ratio stands at a staggering 306.48, indicating that if a reversal occurs, the potential reward could be substantial compared to the risk. 52-week position at 0.011 confirms the stock is hovering near its lowest point in a year, just above $1.27. This combination of low volatility and high risk-reward is rare, suggesting that while the downside may be somewhat contained, the upside could be explosive if sentiment shifts. Looking deeper into the trend, the ADX at 38.56 signals strong trend intensity, but the trend strength score of 0.069 and trend quality index of 49.18 reveal that the trend is still developing and unstable. The negative MA alignment confirms bearish momentum across multiple timeframes. Despite these bearish signals, the high-risk-reward ratio hints at the possibility of a dramatic recovery if a trend reversal takes hold. This tug-of-war between negative momentum and potential upside is what makes YYAI such a fascinating case for technical traders. YYAI's price action is riddled with contradictions when compared to its volume indicators. The stock trades at $1.30, while the VWAP is much higher at $13.80, resulting in a massive minus 90.58% VWAP difference. This suggests that the current price movement is not supported by underlying volume, raising concerns about sustainability. Unbalanced volume, OBV, and other volume oscillators confirm persistent selling pressure, while the volume ratio 20 and volume growth rate show below-average activity with only minor recent increases. These mixed signals urge caution, as price moves without volume confirmation are often short-lived. All major moving averages for YYAI are significantly above the current price, highlighting a deeply oversold condition. Short-term SMAs like the 5-day, 10-day, and 20-day are all higher than $1.30, while medium and long-term averages are even further out of reach. EMAs and specialized averages such as TEMA, DEMA, and CAMA all confirm this severe disconnection from historical norms. This extreme positioning suggests that the stock is fundamentally out of sync with its past performance, which could either signal a bottoming process or ongoing weakness. Technical indicators grouped by type reveal a nuanced picture. The MACD is deeply negative, but the MACD histogram and MACD momentum are showing early bullish divergence. This means that while the overall momentum is still bearish, there are subtle signs that a reversal could be brewing. RSI and stochastic indicators are both in deeply oversold territory, reinforcing the idea that the stock may be due for a bounce. However, momentum indicators like ROC and PPO remain severely weak, so any bullish move would need confirmation. Hidden signals such as the divergence between MAMA and FAMA suggest a possible trend change, while TRIX and EOM confirm ongoing downward momentum. Volatility is off the charts, with an ATR 14 and true volatility both at 524.33, reflecting the stock's dramatic price collapse. This extreme volatility means that while the risk is high, so is the potential for rapid price movement in either direction. Traders should be prepared for sharp swings and adjust their strategies accordingly. Linear regression analysis confirms the severity of YYAI's downtrend. The slope is steeply negative, and the R-squared value of 0.85 indicates a strong correlation to the downward trend. Interestingly, the current price is above the predicted regression value, which could be an early sign of reversal. However, the extreme deviation from the mean highlights just how oversold the stock is relative to its established trend. This setup suggests that while the trend remains bearish, there's a glimmer of hope for a turnaround if conditions improve. Based on the current technical setup, YYAI is expected to open between $1.25 and $1.35 on the next trading day. The pivot point at $1.32 will be a key reference, with immediate support at $1.25 and resistance at $1.37. The stock's proximity to its 52-week low provides psychological support, while extreme oversold indicators suggest a possible gap up at the open. However, persistent negative volume trends and high volatility could limit any upside, making the opening range critical for short-term traders. YYAI faces immediate resistance at $1.37, with further resistance at $4.14 and $9.05. On the downside, support is found at $1.25, $1.27, the 52-week low, and even below zero at $0.763, though the latter is more theoretical. The current price is tightly sandwiched between support and resistance, indicating a narrow trading range. Given the high ATR, expect sharp intraday swings as the stock tests these key levels. Defensive buying may emerge near support, while profit-taking could cap rallies at resistance. ATR 14 at $6.82, YYAI's theoretical intraday range is extremely wide, but practical trading is likely to stay between $1.20 and $1.50. The high NATR confirms exceptional volatility, so traders should be ready for rapid price swings. News or sudden volume spikes could push the stock outside these parameters, making risk management crucial. Wider stop losses may be necessary to avoid being whipsawed by the stock's unpredictable moves. The bullish scenario, which has a 30% probability, YYAI breaks above the $1.37 resistance. This move could target $4.14 SMA 20 and potentially $9.05 BB upper. Such a rally would be supported by MACD histogram divergence, extreme oversold RSI, and the high risk-reward ratio. However, for this scenario to play out, improving volume and sustained buying interest are essential. This setup offers significant upside for aggressive traders willing to take on the risk. Bearish scenario, with a 50% probability, sees YYAI breaking below $1.25 support. This could lead to a retest of the 52-week low at $1.27 or even lower. Persistent negative volume, declining moving averages, and strong downward momentum would confirm this outcome. In this case, the stock could continue its slide, and traders should be cautious about catching a falling knife. Tight stops and disciplined risk management are critical in this environment. There's also a 20% probability that YYAI consolidate between $1.25 and $1.37. In this sideways scenario, the market digests the extreme oversold conditions, volatility decreases, and volume patterns gradually improve. This phase could set the stage for a more decisive move in either direction. For traders, this means watching for breakout signals and being patient as the stock builds a new base. Given YYAI's extreme volatility and technical setup, risk management is more important than ever. Traders should consider using wider stop losses to avoid being shaken out by sharp price swings. Position sizing should be conservative, especially for those new to trading highly volatile stocks. Monitoring volume and price action closely can help identify early signs of reversal or continuation, allowing for more informed decision-making. One of the biggest red flags in YYAI's technical picture is the presence of volume traps and strong distribution. The OBV and Chaikin oscillator both point to persistent selling, while the VWAP difference suggests that price is not supported by genuine buying interest. This kind of setup can lead to sudden reversals or sharp declines, so it's crucial to remain vigilant and avoid chasing price moves that lack volume confirmation. Nearly every major technical indicator for YYAI is in deeply oversold territory. RSI, stochastics, and Williams percent are all confirm that the stock is trading at extreme lows. While this can sometimes precede a sharp rebound, it's not a guarantee. Oversold conditions can persist for longer than expected, so patience and discipline are key when considering entry points. Despite the overwhelming bearish momentum, there are early signs that a reversal could be in the works. MACD histogram divergence, price positioning above the regression prediction, and the high risk-reward ratio all hint at the possibility of a sharp bounce. However, confirmation is needed through improved volume and a sustained move above key resistance levels. Until then, the risk of further downside remains high. For aggressive traders, YYAI offers the potential for significant short-term gains if a reversal materializes. Small positions with tight stops below $1.25 can capture upside while limiting risk. Conservative investors, on the other hand, may prefer to wait for confirmation of a trend reversal, such as a sustained move above $1.37 with improving volume. Understanding your risk tolerance and trading style is essential before taking any position in such a volatile stock. Let's quickly recap the key concepts covered in this analysis. We discussed the importance of technical indicators like MACD, RSI, and moving averages, the role of volume in confirming price moves, and the significance of support and resistance levels. Understanding these concepts is crucial for navigating high-risk, high-reward setups like YYAI. Always remember to combine technical analysis with sound risk management for the best result. Summary: YYAI is a textbook example of a high-risk, high-reward stock. The technicals are extreme, with deeply oversold indicators, persistent negative volume, and a formidable wall of resistance overhead. Yet early signs of divergence and a high risk-reward ratio suggest that a sharp rebound is possible if conditions align. For traders, the opportunity is real, but so is the risk. Stay disciplined, manage your positions carefully, and always be prepared for volatility. Thanks for watching this comprehensive breakdown of YYAI's technical outlook.